Students, it's the second lecture of Bayesian analysis of this week. It is a remaining part of the article which I shared in last lecture, that is testing of hypothesis. Here I have discussed three different cases of the testing of hypothesis in Bayesian statistics. Case 1, composite versus composite. The example of this case is given here. Listen attentively. As a part of the quality inspection program, two components are selected at random from a batch of components and tested. The number of components that fail follows a binomial distribution as Px for given parameter theta is equal to Ncx, theta raised to power x1 minus theta raised to power n minus x. Theta is unknown, and from the past experience theta has a beta distribution, that is b to 5 with parameter 2 and 5, as p theta is equal to 30 into theta into 1 minus theta raised to the power 4. Now for one batch, no failure was found when twice of its components were tested. Test H0 theta is less than or equal to 0.2 versus H1 theta is greater than 0.2. For test these hypotheses were calculated the posterior probabilities of the hypothesis. As we have given that x is normally distributed as binomially with parameter n and theta, therefore px theta is equal to ncx theta to the power x, 1 minus theta is for n minus f. Likelihood function of this is given as I variance from 1 to n product of ncx theta raised to power sum of x into 1 minus theta is for n minus sum of x, and the power distribution theta is a beta parameter 2 and 5, that is p theta is equal to 30 into theta into 1 minus theta raised to the power 4. So the posterior distribution of this is equal to theta. So the posterior distribution of this is p theta for given is proportional to 30 into theta into 1 minus theta raised to power 4 into product I variance from 1 to n ncx theta raised to power sum of x 1 minus theta raised to power n minus x. After making some simplifications, we obtain theta for given x is distributed as beta with parameter 2 plus sum of x 5 plus n minus sum of x. Now as of the two components selected and no failure was found, so n is equal to 2 and sum of x is equal to 0. So the posterior distribution of theta given that theta for given x is distributed as beta with parameter 2 and 7, because n is equal to 2 and sum of x is equal to 0. Therefore second value is 5 plus 2 is equal to 7 and first is 2 plus 0 is equal to 2. Now as we have tested H0 theta is less than or equal to 0.2 versus H1 theta is greater than 0.2, so we calculate the posterior probabilities as P0 is equal to probability H0 for given x is equal to probability theta less than or equal to 0.2 for given x is equal to 1 over beta 27 integral 0 to 0.5 theta raised to power 2 minus 1 minus theta raised to power 7 minus 1 d theta. After applying beta and integrating this function, we obtain, you can see here the derivation, and also I have shared the PDF documents of this video. You can see here we obtain 0.63864. Therefore P1 is equal to P1 H1 for given x is equal to P theta is greater than 0.2 for given x is equal to 1 minus P H naught for given x is equal to 1 minus 0.63. 864 is equal to 0.3616. Now odd ratio is equal to P H naught for given x divided by P H1 for given x is equal to 0.6384 divided by 0.36136 is equal to 1.76, which is approximately equal to 2. Hence, H naught is 2 times more probability to H1. This is example of case 1. Now come on case 2, that is simple versus simple. If H naught and H1 both are simple, then we have H naught theta is equal to theta naught, H naught is equal to theta naught, and H1 is equal to theta 1. And base factor B is equal to likelihood function of x for theta naught and L x for theta 1. The example is given here. Suppose that x1, x2, x3 is a random sample from exponential distribution with parameter theta. Then test the following hypothesis: H naught theta is equal to theta naught and H1 is equal to theta 1 is equal to theta is equal to theta 1. As the data x1, x2, x3 follows the exponential distribution layer, therefore Px for given theta is equal to theta into e raised to power minus theta x, and H naught is equal to theta naught is equal to Px for given theta naught into e raised to power minus theta naught into x. Likelihood function Lx theta naught is equal to theta naught raised to power n e raised to power minus theta naught sum of x, and under H1 theta is equal to theta 1. Similarly, we obtain theta 1 raised to power n e raised to power minus theta 1 sum of x, and the base factor B is equal to Lx theta naught divided by Lx theta 1. After replacing the values and simplification, we obtain B is equal to theta naught divided by n divided by theta 1 raised to power n whole raised to power n minus 1 e raised to power minus theta naught plus theta 1 into sum of xi. This is a base factor. On the basis of this, we can reject or accept the null hypothesis. Now come on the third case, simple versus component. In simple and the component hypothesis, we have H naught theta is equal to theta naught. Null hypothesis H1 is equal to theta naught is equal to theta is equal to theta is not equal to theta naught. Alternative hypothesis. Now, in this case, we have Ph1, P theta naught for given x is equal to Ph naught, likelihood function Lx H naught divided by Th naught Lx for given x H naught. Students, here I am giving a break for the time of Azan for a few minutes. I think if there is an option of pause, then I will pause this video. Now come on example, students. Our under variable yt is equal to theta xt plus epsilon I, the linear regression observed at value xt of xi of the regressor of the, I think it is a regressor. Regressor variable I is from 1 to 3 up to n. The error terms epsilon I are the independent normally distributed, each with zero mean and unit variance. It is required to decide h naught is equal to theta naught. H1 theta is not equal to 0. H naught theta is equal to 0 and h1 theta is not equal to 0. The probability h naught is p. P is small p is greater than 0 less than 1, and the prior distribution of theta for given h1 is normally distributed with parameter m and 1 over r. Find the posterior probability that h naught is true. Also find the posterior density of theta for given h1. The posterior probability of h1 is given as the formula which we have already given in previous screen, in the previous page. Now yt is equal to theta xt plus epsilon y is equal to theta xi plus epsilon I, where epsilon I the error is normally distributed with mean 0 and unit variance. H naught is equal to theta naught, yi is equal to epsilon I. Yi is normally distributed with 0 mean and unit variance. Py h naught is equal to 1 over 2 pi e raised to power minus 1 by 2. Y square and likelihood function is equal to 1 over 2 pi raised to power n by 2 e raised to power minus 1 by 2 sum of xi. And now h1 is equal to theta naught and yi is equal to theta xi plus epsilon I. Y is normally distributed with theta xi and unit variance, and probability y in h1 1 over 2 pi e raised to power minus 1 by 2 y minus theta xi whole square, and the likelihood function is equal to 1 over 2 pi raised to power n by 2 e raised to power minus 1 by 2 sum of yi minus theta xi whole square. And the prior distribution of theta is g theta r divided by 2 pi under root e raised to power minus r by 2 into theta minus m whole square. Now consider L x theta L x h1 g theta into d theta is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity 1 over 2 pi raised to power n by 2 e raised to power minus 1 by 2 sum of yi minus theta xi whole square into under root r over 2 pi into e raised to power r over minus r over 2 pi e raised to power minus r over 2 into theta minus m whole square d theta, which is equal to this expression given here. And further consider that this one, for simplification, after applying the quadratic lemma we obtain this, and after certain simplification we obtain p h naught is equal to 1 over 1 plus 1 minus p naught divided by p naught r under root divided by under root r plus sum of xi e raised to power minus 1 by 2 r into sum of xi divided by r plus sum of xi into yi divided by xi minus m whole square plus sum of yi. And when we have p h naught, then we can easily find the probability of p h1, that is p h1 is equal to 1 minus p h naught.